Welcome to KREM News at noon, everyone. I'm Laura Papetti, and we begin with breaking news coming out of Whitman County. That is where Washington State University, along with Oregon State, are arguing for a restraining order against the Pac-12. A court hearing is underway right now at the courthouse in Colfax. WSU and OSU want the judge to issue an order that would cancel a board meeting that the Pac-12 commissioner scheduled for Wednesday morning with all 12 schools. Washington State and Oregon State saying the other 10 schools have plans to leave the conference, and per the bylaws of the Pac-12, they should not be allowed to decide the future of that conference.
So it's been very clear for the last 14 months that members who announce they're leaving the conference and joining competitors can no longer participate on the board or make decisions on behalf of the conference.
Both Washington State and Oregon State want to protect the conference's assets and confirm who is allowed to vote on decisions within the conference. Attorneys for the Pac-12 argue that they need to urgently vote in an employee retention plan to keep the conference going this year. KREM 2 News is streaming the courtroom hearing right now on KREM.com, and we'll certainly have updates later on coming up on KREM 2 News First at 4. Now, this lawsuit comes after a huge weekend in Pullman. WSU football pulling off an upset, beating the Wisconsin Badgers 31-22. Now, for the first time since 2019, the Cougs are ranked in the AP Top 25. WSU checking in at number 23. It is the first time the Cougs have been ranked in the Jake Dickert era. The head coach said he's proud of the team and all the fans following the big win.
This is a crux point for Washington State and Washington State football. You know, and we're carrying the flag for all the transition, and I get that, and this is a pivotal moment of where we want to go. Wherever we end up, we got to commit to being great. And I think that's what this statement means, is that we're here. We can be. And we're fighting. Even as college football is changing, we're still getting pretty good results.
The Cougs next host Northern Colorado. That's coming up Saturday. Kickoff is set right now for 2 in the afternoon. The Cougs aren't the only team from the Palouse with a big win over the weekend. The Idaho Vandals beating Nevada on the road 33-6. The game started with a stunning play. A Vandal quarterback threw an 80-yard touchdown. This is the first time since 1998 that Idaho has been 2-0 in a season. The Vandals face off next against Cal on Saturday. Kickoff for that game coming up at 1 p.m. All right, 12:03. Not really feeling like football weather just yet. Pretty warm overall. It's going to be a warm week continuing here in the Inland Northwest. Nicole Hernandez, you are stepping in for Thomas Patrick today. What can you tell us about the rest of the week?
Laura, that's it. It's just kind of still feels like summer. So the next 2 days we actually get to, not today, but tomorrow and Wednesday, we get average temperatures, which even that's in the high 70s. So it is still definitely very nice out. Does not quite feel like fall yet. Take a look though at this live look. Couple things I want to point out. 1, clouds. We're going to stick with cloud cover for the next 2 days. 2, the flagpole. The flag is not blowing, but the wind will start picking up over the next few days. We are going to be a little bit breezy. As for temperatures right now, we are at 76 here in the Spokane area. That cloud cover not stopping us from warming up today at all. 70s across the region at the moment. As we look forward to the rest of the day, we are going to continue warming up here. We are going to get to a low 80s, but that cloud cover is sticking around. So take a look at this. Right now we have 2 weak small systems that are moving their way through the Pacific Northwest right now, and that's what's bringing in some of this cloud cover that we're talking about. There is a small chance that we end up with a few little sprinkles here and there from these little systems, but they're really weak, so mostly we're just going to have that cloud cover, and if you do end up with a tiny bit of rain, you likely won't, but if you do, it'll just be a sprinkle.
Today, Americans are marking 22 years since the September 11th terror attacks that killed nearly 3,000 people and forever changed this country. President Biden is expected to join troops at a military base in Alaska. His visit is a reminder that 9/11 impacted every part of the U.S. Coming up, an annual commemoration also was held at Ground Zero in New York. Jared Hill has more.
Mourners gathered in Lower Manhattan to remember the thousands of lives lost in the September 11th terror attacks 22 years ago today.
James M. Amato, Joseph Amatuccio.
In keeping with tradition, family members read aloud the names of loved ones who were killed.
My sister, Jody Tepedino Nicolo. We miss you, Jody. We love you. Your light still shines as bright as it ever did.
At the Pentagon, an American flag was unfurled, and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin took part in a wreath laying to honor the nearly 200 lives lost there.
The men and women of the Department of Defense will always remember.
And in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, relatives left flowers at the memorial wall for victims of United Flight 93. The plane crashed when passengers tried to overtake the hijackers. Back here in New York, the fire department, which lost 343 members that day, continues to lose members even now. First responders are dying from illnesses stemming from the rescue and recovery efforts at Ground Zero.
World Trade Center illness is very real. We lose so many people to it, and early prevention and detection and treatment is key.
As family members grieve, they hold true to their enduring message to never forget. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
And in the last hour, the community gathered for a 9/11 memorial ceremony at the Silver Lake Mall in Coeur d'Alene. The event was held to remember those in service who died that day. It is 12:07 right now, and happening today, a motion is expected to be introduced to the Spokane City Council to censure Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward. This stems from Woodward appearing on stage with former Washington State Representative and self-proclaimed Christian nationalist Matt Shea. The mayor has repeatedly apologized for the appearance and said she didn't even know Shea would be there. Spokane City Council members Zach Sapone and Betsy Wilkerson are sponsoring the resolution. To be clear, a censure does not impact Woodward's ability to hold office, but it is a formal disapproval of the mayor's behavior from the council. The censure resolution will be introduced to the Urban Experience Committee tonight. If it gets through the committee, it would then go to the full city council and up for a vote.